Imagine going all in on a platform and just having it disappear. This happened to Karim Cheese. Not only did he transition his community from Mixer to Twitch after doing 12-hour streams daily for weeks, but he's now thriving in the space. From working with major brands to even collaborating with Apex to put on tournaments for BIPOC creators to help amplify them and their content, you could say Karim Cheese is currently crushing it. Here's the conversation between Karim Cheese and Stone Mountain.
Later on, we're going to talk about everything that you're doing currently as a creator. But first, we want to kind of go back before you even really got started with content creation.
Before I got into content, I was in school, going to college. I was working at a movie theater. I was working at GameStop for 5 years. One day I started watching a platform called Mixer, and I was watching a bunch of streamers, and I was like, hey, like maybe this could work out for me. So I had to put a halt on going pro in football and or soccer, if you're American, to just really chase my dream. That was a big choice for me, and that was a big, huge decision. And I'm happy I went this route because who knows where I would be.
So when you first started creating, did you start with Twitch or did you start with Mixer right away?
So I did one random stream on Twitch before I even touched Mixer. I did about like 3 hours just relaxing, you know, dead chat, not talking to anybody, but just talking to myself, enjoying myself.
Was it nerve-wracking?
It was so nerve-wracking, man. It was so weird. When you're going throughout your whole childhood playing video games, only your family members are watching. But now you're putting it on display for the world to sit, judge. Slowly but surely, I found Mixer, started streaming on there. The rest is history, man. It's been a great run.
And did you take any breaks when you were going through it?
I have taken a break. I lost my brother last year. God bless his soul, Manny. And I took about a 2.5 month break, which I really needed. I really needed to find myself in that time.
Yeah.
That was the only break I took within the 5 years. It felt really good. So now I start taking one day off a week just to mentally prepare myself for the rest of the week.
How did you come up with that schedule?
I have a I don't want to lose mentality. There's always a door that's going to open for you after another one closes. The way your career is going is exactly the way it's supposed to be, man, and things will work out. And you'll also take a lot of L's. You have to be comfortable with losing, man. I've lost so many times, and being comfortable with it has made me, I guess, see the world in a different way and take losses in a different way. I used to be so depressed when I used to take L's left and right, and I would cry and I would be upset. But now I start taking it as a learning experience. Okay, I took this and that from this experience. Now I can push it to my next job, and then I can excel where I failed.
You crossed over 100K follows over on TikTok, I saw. Almost at 5 million likes on the platform as well. What has your strategy been creating such high-performing TikTok content?
Yeah, so I started creating gaming content on my TikTok before I even swapped to anime content. And I really love anime, man. Like it's tattooed on my body. And I really, really enjoy the stories. I show raw emotions in my reactions. So creating that was easy, man. So I would do a minute and I would chop up an episode into 9 or 10 TikToks, throw it into the void, and not even care about it. I wouldn't even care about it. I wouldn't even look at it. I wouldn't comment on people's stuff. I would just let it sit, bake for a week, come back, and I was like, holy crap, 10K? Go, come back. Holy crap, 20? It just kept going from there.
Sometimes people are more reserved. They have trouble even breaking out of their shell for even a live stream or a video or whatever. Do you think that even helped to build your confidence going to other areas of what you're doing?
I've always been good at talking to individuals and making sure like they're happy and they're comfortable. So I just transitioned that into streaming, and then from streaming it went to reactions. I started taking the filter off of not letting myself cry and can't cry and all that stuff, and just being present in the moment, just enjoying animes. And some of it is so beautifully written, I can't help but cry. And then you see it in my reactions on my stream. I resonate with a lot of the community as well. They go under, they say, I lost so-and-so, like this meant the world to me, etc. And then we bond on that fact alone.
You've had a lot of opportunities to work with some of the largest brands in gaming like Xbox. How did you create these opportunities for yourself in the first place?
Yeah, so I randomly went on LinkedIn, found emails to every community manager of Logitech, community manager of Xbox, etc. Just checked in and posted myself and put myself out there. I took a chance. Not taking a chance can literally just keep you in the same position you want to be in. If you take a chance, you're going to take an L, but guess what? You're still in the same position you're going to be at. You have to shoot your shot. I shot my shot with a bunch of orgs, high quality brands, and some answered the door, some didn't. And I'm still going towards a lot of other brands that I want to work with, but man, I'm trying to get in contact with Starburst, man. I love my Starburst.
Have you struggled with that? Has that been something that you found easily, or how have you continued to increase your bar?
I have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I always put myself in a situation where I'm not the best in, so that has opened the door between a monumental array of different things that I can partake in. And then not just gaming, not just reaction, like hosting, traveling, IRL content. Being a personality is huge, man, because once you're a personality, people just want you to do work just because you're that person and you've had that rep that is so great, so good that they know they can count on you. So you get continued fluctuations of work, even if it's not up your alley.
How can creators know when they should start charging?
I think everybody is worth a significant amount of money, but it all depends on the product. If you just want eyes, right, for people to see, you'll go and find the big streamer. If you want a quality content creator that's gonna fit a dynamic, you'll grab somebody. It's all about perspective, but you should know your worth. And I think that's not spoken of a lot in the gaming industry. A lot of people don't know their worth. They don't know how much they should be making for an hour stream, etc. So I think being honest and being forthright with that knowledge could help a whole lot of people. So I try to do that.
You know, I think hindsight's always 20/20, but there's often a lot of lessons that we even learn along the way. Is there anything that you learned even from your later experience that you would have liked to have enacted earlier on?
Everybody's not a good person. There are some great people in the industry, but everybody is not a good person. Everybody is not out for your best interests at heart. You have to focus on you. Be careful about who you surround yourself with, for sure.
How could other creators help to amplify Black creators during Black History Month, or even all year, you know, after especially doing such a cool event like this with Apex? Is there anything you learned or anything that you could speak on that front?
When it comes to recommendations, I am pushing it forward. I want to be the pillar in the Black community. I want to recommend other Black creators that they should work with. Just keep going from there and giving people that push, you know, that extra push they need to work with companies and open doors for them. And then also it goes on social media, man. I'm probably the one you see a lot if you're following me on Twitter. For anybody watching or anything like that, I'm hyping everybody up throughout the day if I have some free time, and making sure that their content is seen and making sure that it helps hit their algorithm so they can pop off in different ways.
And out of everything that you've learned, I guess, what's been one of the things that you would want potential listener to even just take away from today?
You're never too big enough to care. Care for people, care for the things you do, care for the environment you're in, care for anything, man. Just care. You're never too cool to care. Just because you care about something does not make you less cool. Care about stuff.
Karim, thanks so much for joining us today, man. Maybe our viewers run into you even in Apex one of these days. Watch out for him. He might take you down, but thanks for joining in, man.
No, anytime, man. Thank you so much for having me, Stone. I appreciate it.
What was your favorite part of his journey? Leave us a comment in the section down below. And don't forget to follow Karim Cheese at all of his social links. And while you're down there, be sure to actually check out the full podcast with the link in the description. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button to get more content on how to become a full-time content creator and keep you inspired. Until next time, we'll see you then.